Is this dead body there with what looks like a chest?
You can see some kind of shape half buried in the mud on the opposite side of the room, but it's hard to make out what it is from this distance. You're a good 25 feet away.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and start crossing the room then.
And the squares in this room functionally are difficult terrain, because every move, it takes some strength to loose your boot up out of the mud again. And yes, there is a body, its arm, draped over this badly rotted chest, sunken down into the mud on this side of the room.
Is this body wrapped up in vines or anything like that?
No, but the mud all around where it's sitting and where the chest is like half set into the floor is giving off an ominous purple glow as it does.
What do you think, Edmont? Roll a teleportation in there to get us out?
I think I'm going to dodge, and then I'm going to attempt to pull the body off of the chest.
Can Victor also dodge?
Roll initiative.
All right.
Of course I roll shit.
Why wouldn't you?
When I'm the one who's initiating the festivities.
The only time that hasn't happened was literally that last combat.
Yeah, no, you're right.
What do Orson get? Because I got a 13.
He got a, he's on 14.
Now, Burkhardt, since I did declare that I wanted to dodge before I did anything with this chest.
On your turn, you can dodge.
I don't like that at all.
I mean, you are acting before the monster's initiative.
Fair enough.
Victor, Jeannie, Orson, and Evie all get turns before Edmont starts to pull the chest up out of the muck. What are you all doing?
Oh.
Like, make sure you're standing in the square you want to be in, and if you want to take an action, now's the time.
I'm going to hold an action to shoot the first one of those little mud bastards I see.
Evie will do the same.
Okay.
Victor is trying to get in the square. Victor is also going to hold his action, and the first aggressive creature that pokes its head up is going to get a dagger between the eyes.
Okay. So the ready to action is all of you. The first creature you see, you're going to attack.
Gonna get destroyed, yeah.
Evie and Victor with daggers, and presumably Jeannie with a gun.
Well, I said if it's
not
a
a gun.
monster.
Okay.
I said mud bastard, so...
Yeah, me too.
Thus, I dodge and get and prepare to get owned.
So your bonus
As I pull
action,
this
you're
thing
spending a
up.
key point to dodge, and then your action...
No, I'm... Yeah, you're right.
So we'll take an action to wrench this chest free.
Sure. Yeah, no, you're right. That's fine.
And I will allow all three of you guys to make an attack action against... Well, no, I'll allow Victor and Evie to make an attack against this monster as it appears, crawling forth from the loose soil.
All right.
We probably don't need both. Victor, you can go first.
Well, you both are ready to action to attack the first monster you saw. This is the first monster
Okay.
you see.
Yeah.
You're both attacking him whether you like it or not.
Okay.
Doggos are just going to happen. Like,
Yeah.
I am Edgar right now.
Yeah, I'm guessing I don't get advantage on that, do I?
I got a 24 to hit, and I did 15 damage, assuming that
Okay, then yeah.
nothing else happens.
It's very dead, and Victor attacks nothing.
I got a 9 to hit, so...
Oh, so Victor attacked nothing anyway. Genie, the first one
Yep.
you see, crawls out from this square.
Okay, well, that's a 22 to hit.
That'll hit.
And, wait, hold on. D10s. That's 13 fire damage.
Okay, that's enough for him. And then the other 4...
That are all invisible. Okay.
Yeah.
You were going to use those one way or another, weren't you?
All right, let's start with Edmont.
Hi.
Hi.
You're rolling a disadvantage, homie.
Yes, I am. Edmont, I have a 10.
Nope.
And a 13.
Also no.
Victor, I have a 16.
Screw you.
7 points of piercing damage. And please make a Constitution saving throw, DC 12.
That would be a 19.
Okay, so no poison damage. And then I have one for Evie. Evie, I've got a 16 to hit.
That'll hit. Do I still have 10 hit points, Genie?
Yeah, everybody's
Okay.
got 12.
It's going to be 11 points of piercing damage and a Constitution saving throw, DC 12.
I think I'll use my educated response again. Oh, this was another one I had a question about. Using an educated response, the wording does not say it uses any kind of action. So I can just... It's free?
It shouldn't be. Will you bear with me one moment while I pull up the...
It doesn't say I have to use a reaction to do it.
Because I think there's a later noble feature. Starting at second level, you can begin putting the benefits of your noble education to good use in protecting yourself from harm. Before rolling the die, you may choose to replace any saving throw with an intelligence saving throw. You must complete a short or long rest before using this feature again.
I just did.
Starting at 14th level, you may choose to replace any saving throw with your intelligence saving throw as often as you like.
So I don't have to spend my reaction to do it or anything.
Nope. Just before you make the save, you declare that you want to make an intelligence save.
Okay, well, I'm going to use my reaction to have the damage I already took. And then I'm going to use my educated response to make this an intelligence save instead of a constitution save, because that's a little bit better. And probably not good enough.
You only need a 12.
I only rolled a 9.
Oh, okay. And you're going to take some poison damage. 6 points of poison damage.
But because I used my uncanny dodge, that cuts that in half too, right?
Yes, 'cause it's part of the same attack.
Okay. That's good.
All right, and that was White. Who's next?
Ekon. So I'm going to need all of them to make me a DC 15 Constitution saving throw.
Ekon's like, I hate
Channel
trees.
Divinity?
I suddenly hate trees. I have 2 18s and then 2 big fails. I'll let you decide which ones pass and which ones fail.
Oh, might not matter.
It might not matter.
You said they have 6 hit points?
They have 6 hit points.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. They're all dead.
Okay.
I do 18 damage. I do, yeah.
That's fair. And as
The dice on would have killed.
the radiant, shining, blaring death of air fades away in the room, leaving it in its dim glow again. Edmont, you've wrenched the chest free.
I'll drag it back out to the. Can I drag it out to like less difficult terrainy area?
Yeah. I mean, it's
All right.
fairly large. You have to use both of your hands to carry it.
Victor can help him.
Yeah, 2-man this.
Team
It's
lift.
2-man lift. Yeah, team lift. 2-man lift.
Okay. Who's opening the chest?
Surprise, it's a mimic.
Is it locked?
I mean, even if it was, it's so badly rotted, like, you could pull this thing apart with a crowbar if you had to. So, like, opening the chest isn't going to be difficult, however you decide to do it.
Victor will use a crowbar and crack it open. Actually, he'll hand the crowbar to Edmund and ask him if he wants the honors.
No, that's fine.
Alright, Victor will use the crowbar to crack it open.
Okay. Victor, pop open this chest, crack it open, and it is empty. Just a few scraps of cloth. Make me a wisdom saving throw.
I was kidding, too.
Yeah. That would be a 8.
An 8. Victor, here's the difficulty you're having. As a child, your whole family has this tradition of ruins hunting. In fact, your parents died on such an expedition. And you grew up in Nigel's household. And Nigel was a renowned ruins chaser in his own regards. And he's unearthed artifacts from... And growing up into boyhood and then adulthood, you started going on these expeditions yourself. And you've been on no small amount just with this group of people just in the last few months. You feel anger. You fought through this entire... You spent 2 days hacking through the forest, got attacked by monsters on the road, spent all of these resources, incurred all of this damage and harm, and fought your way up this tree and negotiated with this dead king and had this fight for your life. You just spent the past 6 hours clearing soil away to dig yourself out of a grave that you would have been buried alive in forever, and the goddamn treasure chest is empty!
And in response to that, Victor drops the crowbar, pulls out his hammer, and starts beating the chest.
So you all just watch. You've never seen Victor in this kind of fury. Takes a hammer out and just starts smashing the chest to splinters until there's nothing left of it except a couple of rusty iron bands and splintered wood sticking out of the mud. Victor just huffing and puffing with exertion.
Feel better?
No, the goddamn chest is still empty.
That's not a chest anymore, so by definition, it's not empty.
Victor.
I'm gonna go ahead and just like do. Oh,
Make a dark powers check.
Oh, I don't know what I roll for that.
Just a d20.
Sorry.
And you don't know what your bonus is,
I
but I do.
rolled a 14.
A 14? Okay.
I would like to scan that area and then wade back into the mud room for magic with Arcana.
Okay.
Sorry, when I said that area, I meant the remains of the chest.
I mean, the chest wasn't magical.
Okay.
And when you
And
wade
is there
back
any
into
magic?
the room...
Yeah.
No. I mean, other than the glowing earth and the just general magic tree stuff.
Yeah, Victor is cursing about no treasure stuck down here, buried alive, no goddamn way out of this hole.
Well, that's how you really... Genie is just, like, egging you on. Tell us how you really feel.
After a few moments,
Can you
after
stop
he's
it?
smashed the chest and huffing and puffing a little bit, he does start to calm down.
Victor, on the bright side, I'm sure that has solved the problem with the vines.
I swear to God, if you say we still have our health, I'm going to punch you.
No, we're in terrible shape health-wise. Taking most of my concentration and Air's devotion to keep us alive. We do not still...
Evie makes a note that if we get out of here, she needs to, like, put out a call to the surrounding towns to get, like, a good therapist to Silverbow.
What surrounding towns, dear cousin?
There are other towns in Darkon somewhere.
So, how do we climb back out of here?
That's a great adventure idea, like in Ravenloft. Like, the
Find a therapist?
The dark therapist who has ulterior motives for messing around with your psyche.
Can I change my adventure idea to that?
I mean, I just watched Nightmare Alley. That movie has a dark therapist in it.
Yes, it does.
Great.
Okay.
I'll,
First things first, my owl's going to fly up and make sure the passage is open. We could climb out through this.
You
Is
could,
that blocked?
but I mean, it's going to be a rough climb because you know you have difficulty hammering spikes into the wood. Most of the shaft going up is narrow enough, like it's no wider than a chimney. So in theory, it should be climbable, but it's about 100 foot, and one slip up. I mean, you saw Orson fall earlier.
Do we want to try
Here's
and
my
see if
thought.
we can hunker down here? Oh, go ahead.
Here's my thought. If I beef it, worst case scenario, I burn my reaction to reduce the falling damage,
So what's your
You want
thought?
to carry?
You want to run up there with a rope?
and then I drop a rope down. Although,
What's your movement speed?
He's a
well,
monk.
I don't have. Well, no, I don't have the run up walls feature yet.
Understood.
what's
but
the-
what's your
I'd have
speed?
to. My speed is 40.
So you can make it 20 feet up every round. So I'm going to require you to pass 5 successive strength athletics checks to climb all the way to
At
the top
disadvantage
safely.
because of exhaustion.
What-
Right.
Well, wait. Is the top of the shaft a dimly lit place you can see?
It has to be within 60 feet.
Oh, okay.
So
Well,
you
then you
climb
make-
halfway up, then yeah, there's a dimly lit spot at the top of the shaft.
So you have to make 3 instead of, or
That's
yeah.
way better.
well,
Yeah.
if he dashes, then can he move 40 feet?
If he uses Step of the Wind, how far could he go?
Well, he needs the bonus to teleport, but yeah, he could dash.
What
I
about
need
Long
the
Strider?
bonus to teleport.
It's one check.
Does anybody have Long Strider or something?
No.
Or jump?
So Edmund, if you dash, that gives you 80 feet, which means you can move 40 feet up.
40.
So with one check, you should, in theory, be close enough to use your shadow walk, provided that the shaft itself is in dim light and the space at the top is also in dim light.
Yes.
It's dim light or darkness.
I've got.
And I do have dark vision up. I do have dark vision up on me, so.
Do you have to be able to see the space that you're teleporting to?
Let me double check that, because that is an excellent question.
It is.
One more page. Unoccupied space that you can see.
Okay, so here's the you'll know this difficulty just looking up the shaft, because you have an intuitive understanding of how your ability works. Mm-hmm. You cannot see this space from anywhere inside the shaft, obviously.
Right, correct.
I will allow you to use the shadow walk to move to essentially the space in open air next to it. Mm-hmm. So it's going to be one strength athletics check climbing up safely. And then I'm going to have you make one either athletics or acrobatics check to safely find your footing once you teleport up to the lip of the shaft. Does that make sense?
Sure. Sounds good.
If you fail the second one...
You have full hit points.
I have close to full hit points.
Hold on.
I've got... Let's hold off until he actually takes damage.
Oh, sure. I mean,
he's got 12 tip hit points.
Okay. Yeah, you have a guy
because we did too. Do I? Because you you gave 10 hit points before we took the short rest.
The turret hangs around for an hour, so
yeah. So
but we took a rest, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. But I got my noble slot back, and I can summon.
Okay.
I can summon it back and give you the tip. I think it's worth it.
Can't the turret just climb all the way up the shaft on its own?
With a rope?
No.
Can it take a rope?
No, it can't, because I cannot direct it when it's more than 60. I can only direct it when it's up to 60 feet away.
All right, so Edmund, we need one strength athletics check to climb safely to a point in the shaft where you think you're close enough to shadow walk. Then it's going to be either athletics or acrobatics on the other side.
All right, so any help Air can help me because I have a penalty on athletics.
We don't have to use that. Oh, yeah, I can give you a guidance.
Sure. Okay. All right.
If I didn't have to cast so many restorations, I could give you an enhanced ability, but...
And these checks are a disadvantage because you are still exhausted.
Yeah. Oh, snap. Okay, that is a 9.
A 9 on climbing up?
Yep.
I'm
sorry, make that an 11.
An 11?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll me 2d10.
And
10. The difficulty is when you get to about the halfway point, the point where you're expecting to shadow walk the rest of the way, is a point in the chimney where it does get relatively wide. So you're basically just free climbing the wall just on the strength of your hands and fingers. And at that moment, one of your feet gives way underneath you. You backslide about 10 feet before you're able to throw your left arm behind you and catch a narrower part of the chimney. So you're stuck there, but you manage to not fall all the way to the ground. But we are going to have to make one more climb check to get high enough to shadow walk.
Okay.
I'm going to assume this is called shadow walk, and if it's not, it's just what I'm calling it.
Shadow step.
Oh my god.
And that's a 2.
A 2?
Yeah.
$12 points of bludgeoning damage as you fall to the bottom of the shaft.
Reaction to slow my fall.
Okay.
No damage.
Here's another blessing.
Thank you. Let's try this again.
Try it again.
Can I give him help with my aid?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Then this will cancel out the disadvantage.
Well, you're not able to use the help action. You can't use, like, aid another here.
Oh.
Because he's alone in this shaft.
Okay.
That's a 7.
A 7?
Yeah.
Jeannie looks up from whatever she's doing and goes, "Does anybody else hear Benny Hill music?"
15 points of bludgeoning damage from that fall.
Reaction, slow my fall. No damage.
How many times can you do that?
Let's as much as I want.
Victor is just
Oh, it doesn't even spend a key point?
No, it doesn't.
All right, well, I'm going to keep doing it this way because I want to see how many times you fall.
All right.
Here's another blessing.
Number 3.
Ekon's like, don't waste this one.
That's a 6.
What's wrong with you?
You hear Evie call up the shaft. You're doing great, Edmund.
16 points.
Air works in mysterious ways.
So
Reaction, slow fall, reduce damage to 0. Number 4.
You just got to...
That's a 5.
I'm going to send. So
It's
I have an
getting
idea.
worse every time.
If I'm going to, I'm going to send my turret up, 50 feet up the shaft and just have it sit there and like dig in to the walls. Like use it as a springboard.
I don't know that I can do that.
Shoot, put a rope on your arrow and shoot it as you're falling down.
Well, like. I don't know. That's a good. I don't know how much weight that thing could theoretically.
I don't think it would work.
So, Kia, keep rolling this check and see how many times you fall until you pass it.
Could a familiar aid another if it was flying up there and like telling him where to put his feet?
No, there's really no way.
That's a 3 on that check.
Nope.
I believe in you, Edmund. You can do it.
7. Okay, I rolled higher than single digits this time,
You're
so
going in the right direction.
that's a 12.
Okay, so you're safely in position, and from here you can shadow step. You're going to shadow step to a position where you're going to either have to pass an athletics or acrobatics check to find your footing. If you fail that, you will be falling the entire distance of the shaft.
Let's go acrobatics.
Okay?
And there's no blessing anymore. Sorry.
That's fine. That's fine.
Really? Did you really do that?
How many blips do I have?
That should be on your character sheet. I've got everybody at 6 blips. I think everybody has the full Monty.
4 blips, auto success for this acrobatics check.
So you shadow step to functionally just the lip of the shaft, only touching onto the ground with your toes, and you instinctively push up into a jump, knowing that you're not going to be able to right yourself. And in the air, you hold out your arms and throw the weight of your body forward and then tumble onto the slope rather than backwards into the shaft. And
Edmont.
I don't care how much slow fall you've used, your butt hurts a lot from falling on it over and over again.
Edmont drops the rope down.
Oh, you didn't tell me you were carrying a rope.
other.
The rope's still at the bottom.
Yeah, I did.
He did say he was taking the rope.
Edmund, now it's going to be strength athletics checks, or just straight strength to hoist people up.
Yeah. Yeah.
So of the people in the bottom, who's the lightest? It has to be Trieste or Evie, I would guess.
Probably.
I don't think either of them wear armor to speak of.
Evie wears light armor. I don't think Trieste wears any armor.
No, then Trieste is almost certainly... Well, she might be wearing armor. I don't remember what her stat block says.
Well, she'll go up first then.
Come on, Trieste. Edmund's got you.
If she falls, she could die, though. So we need to have some kind of...
Yeah, we should get Orson up there first.
Yeah.
I can realistically.
Orson's
Edmont.
speed is halved. It's going to take him and Trieste a lot longer to get up the shaft.
You're right. Yeah. Evie, as the Duchess, you should lead from the front.
Lead by example.
Evie will try. I'm not good at... I'm already bad at strength.
Remember, don't die. I don't want to be the Duchess.
I only promise to try. I have 10 hit points, right?
Yeah.
I don't... Give me a pulse before I fall.
Everybody's got 12.
Okay.
Evie,
Yes.
your movement is 30? So
Yes, but I can dash. Does that help?
You can. You can clear
You dash
30
twice.
feet.
Yeah, I can dash twice.
Okay.
Evie is, in theory, really fast.
So that gives you a total of 45 feet. So it's going to take you 2 turns to get all the way to the top.
Yeah.
Edmont, you need to make 2 strength... it's just straight strength checks. If you fail, Evie needs to make a check to see whether she can catch herself and arrest her fall.
Do you have the spikes and the pittons and hammer?
I have
don't.
some. I mean, my familiar can fly some of that stuff up to you. She can fly up a hammer and a couple pitons to you if you want to try hammering it to the floor. And then just step on it or something.
Well, keep hammering it in every time it starts popping out.
I thought Victor was the hammer man.
Victor is the hammer man.
That sounds like the best.
Evie also has a hammer and pitons.
Okay, so yeah, Evie delivers some climbing equipment to the top of the shaft.
Yeah.
Familiar.
Yeah. Yeah. So what I will do is I will be on hammer the spike into the into the trunk duty.
Okay. So I'm gonna you still have to make that strength check,
it...
but I'm gonna have you make it at advantage because you have the benefit of using this tool.
That's an 18.
Okay. So I need one more. That gets Evie halfway up the shafts.
6.
You're at advantage, right?
He's disadvantaged.
Exhausted.
No.
So Evie, I need a strength athletics check from you in the shaft.
At disadvantage.
Because you're exhausted.
So, 2.
2.
This is such a... Oh, I hate this. I really do.
I'm enjoying it.
You're the only one.
Evie, 16 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ow. That's...
You didn't land on your head, did you?
I think I'm 90% okay. More temp hit points, madame.
All right, 1 pulse.
Yeah.
2 pulse. Okay, 12 hit points after 3 pulses.
It's a sprain. You'll be fine.
No, Evie's gonna keep trying.
All right.
You okay up there, Edmund?
And we're back into place, and here we go again.
Edmund hollers down. I wish we were fighting werewolves.
A little bit, yeah. No, that's a 3.
A 3? So you can't even get Evie halfway up that time.
Yeah. All right.
Do I need to roll?
Don't
No,
even
because
bother
you weren't
at this
high
point.
enough in the shaft to sustain damage from the fall.
All right, so it's two false starts, 3 false starts at the 6, 4 false starts at the nat 1.
This tree spirit is just
15.
laughing his ass off.
And Edmund, it is just grueling work because you tie the rope off to the spike and you hammer the spike down into the wood. But you know you still have to hold the rope with your arm in case the spike comes loose, which it does. So you have to hammer it back in place. And you eventually get Evie to the point where she is halfway up the shaft once again.
One more try.
I believe in you.
Brick Road, ready up that falling damage again. I'm taking a break. That's a 2.
Edmund's like, I quit.
I am kind of at that point.
21 points. Evie.
Ow. Okay, I can't keep taking damage like that.
Victor will shovel his way first and say, let me show you how it's done. I'm sick of this place.
All right, Victor, let's go.
Pull me up.
Not with a 4, I'm not.
Come on, you can do it.
Not with a 1, I'm not. Not with an 8, I'm not.
Get some different dice.
Remember when you all dumped
Listen.
strength? That was funny.
Hey, there's a 19.
All right,
We
there
have
you
this DM who's like a psychopath and made us roll 3d6 for every stat, and that was what we had.
Yeah, that sounds like an RPG horror story. All right, so now we need another pass
One
from
more.
Edmund. Second in a row.
Hey, Victor, how about you enjoy some falling damage instead? That's a 6.
Do I get a save or anything?
$17 points of bludgeoning damage.
I don't get any sort of roll. So sad.
I mean, the rope came loose. He dropped you.
Who's next?
So question. So can Victor use the pittance to like try and climb up without the rope like you're actually climbing a mountain?
You can, but every time you hammer a spike into the wall starts to reject it. It only stays still for a couple seconds before the wall pushes it back out. And I mean, the pittons have to stay in place going up the wall considerably longer, because they've got to be there long enough for you to use as a foothold. So the way you're doing it is probably the best way you have available without magic.
Let's go again, Edmont. I believe in you.
And once you get somebody to the top, it'll be a little easier, because you'll have 2 people holding the rope.
I am so tapped, it's not even funny.
Same.
Did you use the ring?
2 slots left. Yes, I used the ring very early.
So hang on, let me think. I have Word of Command, which can let him use his reaction to move even farther. Can we combine that? Would that help?
Any movement you can give him will help, yes.
Because I got 30 feet plus my dash, plus my bonus dash, which gives me 90, which cuts down to 45.
And the way that Word of Command is worded is they can move half their speed if I use it.
And his speed
if they use their reaction.
Yeah.
Okay. So that'd be another 15 feet.
That gets him another 15 feet. So it would still take 2 turns to get to the top. Well, he'd be higher up, so if Edmont fails his roll, he takes more damage on the way down.
So it doesn't actually help.
No.
We can't use that to get through the terrible room, though, on the way out.
I just know that Edmont rolled a 7. What'd you get, a 17?
Yeah, 17. So second check.
Dude, get rid of that dice.
Victor, I am. What do you think? What do you think I do? Every time I roll a shit, I throw it off the table and grab another one.
Destil, I was hoping these guys forgot about that hallway.
Which
Victor's 15 points of bludgeoning damage from that fall.
How much?
15.
All right, hold on. Go ahead and get back 7 hit points, and I'm going to start taking a short rest to get my house slot back.
Which other?
Yeah. While they're doing that, can we just take a short, just squat down and take a short rest? Start another short rest?
I'll let you take a short rest if you like, but Edmont, I'm not going to allow Edmont and Victor to sit here and make these rolls for a full hour. I don't care how much temp HP he's getting if he falls in the shaft over and over for an hour.
Oh, he'll be dead.
Oh, yeah, you have to actually be pulsing your turret every time he falls, though.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I mean, at the rate we're going, it's going to take the hour.
Yeah.
So we explored all the tunnels down to this section, right?
Yeah, you can take the benefits of the short rest. The danger is that Edmont is isolated at the top of the shaft.
Yeah.
Worst case, he jumps down the shaft. It's less dangerous than some of the things he can run into.
That's fair. Like, I don't know how I'm supposed to deal damage to monks.
All right. You know what? I'll try.
All right.
Getting rid of all your dice.
So,
No,
wait.
no.
Are we stopping for a short rest, or is Genie just jumping ahead?
Can Ekon not take a short rest while they're doing this nonsense?
I don't want to have to track how many attempts are being made over the course of, versus the hour. So I'm going to say that anybody attempting to climb the shaft is not taking a rest.
Well, Ekon's not climbing the shaft this hour. I'll try it again in an hour. I have the worst strength. I'm going to need multiple people up there to get up.
Okay. So now Genie wants to have a go. So Edmont is still making... Okay. Edmont, go ahead and make some checks.
What do you love most, Edmont?
3 attempts.
7.
Okay. Well, that's too low. It's fine.
5.
The thing, they're all the same die, McDohl. I originally created these die by taking one and then just copy pasting it. So they're
like bananas.
3.
Obviously, they are the same die.
Yeah, I mean, they're just clones of each other.
2.
Here, roll this metal one. Maybe the physics are different.
It's still the same die. 17.
Okay, we've got one pass.
Okay. Get that out of here.
But Genie doesn't have the same movement that the rogues do, does she?
You got to do 3 passes.
I got to do 3 passes for you. Bye, Genie. Have a
Genie
nice
go.
trip.
Funk.
8 points of bludgeoning damage, Genie.
Yeah, she's not falling as far as the other 2.
Nope, not quite.
All right. So I got 4 temp hit points.
You really want to sit here for an in-game hour rolling these checks? Or do you want to wait for Ekon to finish his rest and put his plan into motion?
I mean, the rest doesn't do anything for us. It's just more healing for all the damage we're taking. The rest doesn't get us out of this situation. I need a long rest if I can maybe do something.
It does erode the strength of the party.
What if we...
Brick question.
It's literally down to RNG at this point.
Is there a way for Victor to get up there without relying on Edmont to make his rolls?
Yeah, you could make the same climb Edmund just did with the same checks he just made.
Okay.
You can't slow fall.
Can't slow fall and he can't teleport.
There's strength athletics checks. You're functioning just free climbing up this chimney.
Okay, so if I had extra speed, I would basically need to do, what, 2 of them?
You need 2. So you got to clear 100 feet, and you're moving at a half pace. You have to have 200 feet of movement to get all the way to the top in 1 round. Unless you can fly, which you can't.
No, so it'd take 2 rounds. And my psionic die, this is a skill check we're doing, right?
Yeah, it's an ability check, not a skill check.
So psionic die, failed skill or tool check, would that apply?
If it's athletics, yeah. If it's an athletics, yeah.
Okay, it's athletics. So, res me if I die.
I mean, we technically have 1 scroll of Revivify.
So Victor is going to try and do the rogue thing and get up there without the rope.
So I need
with no strength bonus and disadvantage.
It's going to take you.
You want to try to
2 strength athletics checks because the first gets you 45 feet, the second puts you at 90. You need to get to 100.
Wait, can we use the reaction movement to make it 1 check?
Evie's,
get him over 50 the first time?
Like Evie's word of command? Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah.
Alright, so it's a disadvantage?
Yeah, because you are exhausted.
Can I get a guidance?
Sure. Yeah, I mean, I probably spent, 5 minutes on my rest, so yes, you can have a guidance.
And what is the guidance?
Promise.
Guidance is
D4.
Yeah. You got anything that can help, Evie?
Yeah, word of command. So
she's giving you word of command. I got nothing.
I have to read this to make sure I can actually use it.
So you're 7 feet higher up the wall, and I can give you an extra d6 of falling damage.
I haven't used it yet, but all I have to be able to do is he has to be able to see and hear me. So there's no distance requirement.
Yeah, you're just yelling a word. Get up that wall, asshole!
I'll wait until he's at the 90 mark, and then I'll put him over the top.
Okay, here we go. So that would be it's a strength check?
Strength athletics.
So that'd be a 19 on the first one.
And then you don't need to make a second one, because when you reach the end of your movement, Evie says, hey, forehead, grab the lip. And then you grab the lip with your forehead and pull yourself up.
Okay, so am I at the top?
Elgon helps the rest of the way up, finally.
Without using the rope that you've provided, Victor has, huffing and puffing again, free climbed his way up to the top. And your arms and your fingers are just burning. But you are safely at the top, next to Edmont now.
Fancy meeting you here.
Fucking, just shut up and let's get the rest of them out of there.
I brought some pittons and a hammer. You might need them.
Well,
can we just
the 2 of them?
Edmont gestures furiously at the pittons and hammer he's been using to try and get this rope into place.
Eugenie's
So
looking
between
up.
the 2 of them, the pittons and the hammer, can they actually counteract the disadvantage twice and have advantage on holding the rope?
No, but now they're making the check individually.
Oh, okay.
And only one of them needs to pass.
Well, so my thinking was, if we put the rope around 2 of the pittons and hammer both of the pittons in, would that, secure the rope a little better?
No, it wouldn't, because the wood's going to push the pittons out no matter what happens.
You can each make the check at advantage individually. And you only need one of you
Lower
pass.
the rope. You hear Genie yell. I'm going to try this again.
I think Evie is the person who has the best chance to make it up. Next.
Evie needs 2 successes in a row to climb all the way to the top. So between Victor and Edmont, we need to see 2 successes in a row.
I need 10 hit points before I try this.
Does the guidance only work for that one thing, or does it persist for a period of time?
I can't. Yeah, guidance is 1 check. So.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess I'll pulse it until she has 12.
Fair.
All right.
That is 2 pulses. So 12 seconds.
All right, you ready?
Ready as possible.
So Victor gets a 20 on the first one.
Okay.
Edmont got an 18
No
or
problem.
17 on
It's not the first one we're having trouble passing.
Yeah.
So question. So we're doing this at advantage, right?
You have advantage from using the
Disadvantage.
tools and disadvantage from being exhausted.
Okay, so we just get 1 dice.
1d20.
All right, so that was first one. So if both of us passed, does that count, or we got to do it again?
Well, that got her halfway up. You got to do it one more time. And if you both fail, she falls.
Don't you dare drop me.
15.
All
There,
right.
you're good.
So get Evie to the top. There's really only space for 2 people to hoist the rope at the top, but it can be whatever 2 people up there that you want.
Can I use my help action now?
Not really. Because there's really only space for 2 of you to stand and hold the rope here. But if you have higher strength than either of these guys, you can help out.
I don't.
We have a system now.
Yeah, I can.
I've got I'm probably the next to go up.
Honestly, Orson next, I would say, because he's got the better strength. I would absolutely.
It's gonna take Orson 4 turns, right?
It is. He's moving at half
slowed?
speed.
Yeah.
I guess now's as good a time as any.
Yeah, that way you and I are down here. I think you and I are probably going to have to be last because we're going to.
Here's the good news. At dawn, I get a spell charge out of this ring, whether I've rested or not.
You might need it.
It used to have levitate, right?
So we got to get 4 successes to get Orson up.
I don't have levitate prepared. I have.
Oh, God
level
damn
2
it.
spells are vortex. I could vortex warp somebody up there. That's
Okay.
got a range of 90 feet. I can climb 10 feet up off the ground and then vortex warp somebody.
Are you going to do that?
I don't have a level 2 charge.
No, it's
So what's happening right now?
But I think
We're pulling
my question. That's why I was asking. Is it 4 checks to get Orson up? Is that right?
His speed is 30. He can dash 60, so he can make 30 feet per round. Cut in half is 15, so you can make 15 feet per round.
That's a lot of checks.
with dash?
he's exhausted. Level 2 levels
he's
of
exhausted.
exhaustion.
God.
So he's slow. You guys are gonna have to.
Hold on. We need to rethink this. What if we just tie the rope around someone's waist and then all 3 of us just haul?
You can do that, but if you fail a strength check, they fall.
Yeah.
But then we're getting all 3 of us in on it.
Same result.
Yeah, it's the same result. You can pick 2 people to hoist up the rope. We need to see enough checks that he doesn't have a gap in his climb.
And I can't use any of my help actions to assist.
Well, there's one action called the help action, and it's not really going to apply here. No, there's really not much you can do to help.
Because my strength is worse than these 2.
Yeah. So Edmund and I have to pull somebody up.
Yep.
All right. Who's next?
6 checks then. By the
Orson.
way, for Orson.
You doing Orson? Okay.
I thought it was 4 checks.
I'm feverishly looking at my character sheet for something I can do.
Please, hold on. So 30. So he can at most get 15 feet up per turn, right?
Correct.
So that's 2 turns 30, 4 turns. Yeah, 60. Yeah, no, we gotta get 8 checks.
No, you need 6 at the end of his 7th turn. He'll be at the top.
Correct.
Okay, 6 checks.
So you guys
All
need
right.
to make. You each can roll individually. You got to go 6 in a row without both of you failing.
All right, here we go.
I'm going to
Number
make
1.
you guys suffer every miserable inch of this shaft.
That would be a 15.
Okay, so that's 1.
That's 1. No, do it again. There's the 14.
That'd be a 10.
That's 2.
Number 3. Better.
Does a 14 do it by itself?
That's 3. Yeah, 14 will do it
Yep.
by itself.
Number 4.
17.
Number 5.
That'd be an 11.
11 doesn't do it.
What'd you get?
Dog shit.
Are the blips coming out? Or am I rolling fall damage for Orson?
I've already burned blips out for.
Fuck you, the blips are coming out.
How many are you spending?
2 blips to reroll?
Okay.
That would be an 18.
All right.
Or, I'm sorry, 12. Sorry, 12.
A 12? 12 barely does it.
5.
You guys only need one more.
14.
14. So yeah, you pull Orson to the top.
Okay, Orson, it's your turn.
Puffing and puffing the whole way.
How many psionic die do you have left?
I have 2 left.
Edmont's tapping out. Orson, it's all you, buddy.
All right.
Orson has a much better bonus.
Yeah, that's the point. That's why I said we get him up here now, so that way he can.
Do we do Trieste next? That way we can revive her back. I think. Yeah. All right.
She also
same thing.
Has Trieste used her spell slot?
No.
She doesn't use any spells.
So is it Orson and Victor?
Can I go ahead and get her cure healing word then?
I don't think she has healing word.
I could have sworn they had healing word.
She has cure wounds, I think.
Oh, cure wounds. Better. Before she goes up, I'll. Actually, is she hurt at all?
No.
Yeah, I'll have her cast cure wounds on me then.
She has cure wounds, inflict wounds, shield, and spiritual weapon.
Okay.
And she has 2 second level slots. So she's casting
cure
wounds.
It's a second level slot?
Yeah, she has extra levels of noble that you guys don't have.
Jesus.
Then yeah, give her that's 2. Have her cast both of them on you, Ekon.
That was the first one because I didn't roll the second die because I didn't realize she was casting at second level. Hold on, the math is second one. Are you hurt at all?
I am.
I'm down to needing 8 hit points back.
Oh yeah, I'm missing more than half of my hit points.
Second one will get you back for 12.
Right. I'm 33. Plus 12 hit points.
And I have 1 healing word left.
Yep.
All right, so we need 6 successes to get Trieste to the top without any failures.
6. I thought it was 5. Or is it 6?
Well, she's got the same movement
speed as Orson, and she's also slowed. Yeah.
So who's rolling, Orson and who else?
I think you still have psionic die, right?
I got 2 left.
My
You got
strength is
psionic dice.
-2.
That's you, homie.
All right, Orson is it's just he doesn't have athletics.
Nobody had to use any
Actually,
blips in the boss fight. I'm gonna make you all burn blips on this stupid shaft. That's my goal.
Is this your revenge? Is this?
Is this your revenge for your ads not coming out?
I'm waiting for us to get to the top, and then he goes, "Oh yeah,
Does
you
have
just
athletics. So this is an athletics check.
No, just straight strength.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's why. Okay, yep.
We glitched the boss fight and skipped the ad phase.
All right.
Are you ready for Orson?"
That's a 9 from Orson.
That will get changed in the next patch.
Well, she's not getting up. That's a 4.
Well, that's the first one. It's
Failing
fine.
the first check, she won't incur any damage because she hasn't really gotten high off the ground.
All right.
Try again.
That is a 17.
I got a 10.
That's 1.
That is a 14.
That's 2.
That's good.
That is a 10.
I got a 19.
That's 3.
That is a 22.
That's 4.
I got a 14.
Hey.
Natural 20.
That's 5.
It's my 14 right now.
No,
That was
if you both pass at the same time, you don't get any benefit from that.
yeah. You don't have to roll unless Orson fails.
I failed, so roll Orson.
No, she's up.
Okay.
All right.
Chris is up. We're good.
All right. Go on, Ekon. You're next.
So I've got a speed of 30. So I can dash 30.
Yep.
So it's 4 checks,
4 checks.
3 checks.
Well,
so I'm only gonna
the fourth movement, you don't have to make a check. So that gets you up to the
Right.
top.
So it's 3 checks. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Check 1. Natural 20.
Okay.
Check 2. 12.
Let me. If it does 12.
That's 12 is the DC, right?
12 is the
good.
DC.
All right. Check 3.
Good.
16. Check 4.
Well, there's no check 4.
Yep.
Oh, well, good because I rolled 2.
Right, yeah.
All right. Up.
Is this the final boss of the campaign?
All right. Check 1. That's a 10.
Well, just yeah.
That's a 2 for me. So
All right.
If you have to fail early.
Yeah, no, it's
Check
true.
1. That is a 21.
That's 1.
Check 2 is a 7.
Oof.
I got you with a. I'll burn a psionic die. 13.
That's 2.
That's a fail.
Oh, I can be casting guidance now.
It's on a skill check. Does it work?
Isn't it
on
an
it?
ability
It's
check?
an ability check.
Yeah.
I got a 14.
14. That's 3.
3. That's it. We're done.
I want
We're up and out.
Victor, Edmont, and Orson to make me a Constitution saving throw.
That is a
That's a big fail.
16.
Fail.
16
That's,
for Orson.
Yeah.
Edmont and Victor
10.
both
Does 10
incur
pass?
your second level of exhaustion. No. Because you guys just spent a long time hoisting all of your heavy-ass companions and all of their gear up this 100-foot shaft. And by the end of it, it's all you can do to slump backwards. Your arms are burning, your chest is heaving, you're out of breath, your mouth is parched.
Carry me home.
Okay,
two
I'm not
of you
doing
are
that again.
white.
This acid gauntlet is going to kill people going through at half speed.
Everybody's going to incur 10 points of acid damage from the acid gauntlet.
Yeah. So
Okay.
That's what we did.
I'll take
we
some-
bullied
take some-
Fricker into skipping that nonsense.
Take some pity on you.
That's well, nobody takes any damage because of 10 hit points. Hooray.
No, this
Real
is
MVP.
accounting for the 10 hit points. This is above and beyond the 10 hit
Oh.
points.
Well, that's. Oh.
Listen to this guy. I'm trying to give him a gift, and now he's haggling over the price of it.
Yeah. Okay, fine.
I mean, Evie can get through without taking any damage.
Nope, you took 10 damage.
You were
Hacks.
helping us through. You were
Emerging
helping.
from the hole in the front of the tree, back out into the clearing.
Yeah.
It's now the dead of night. The sun has long set.
I say we make camp
I
because
say we burn this fucking tree.
I don't know if that's going to work. I don't feel like we actually solved anything.
let's. I'm pretty sure we would have solved something. That definitely had to have solved something.
I want you to pour gasoline down this tree trunk and set it on fire.
let's
Head out about, I don't know, 100, 200 feet away from the tree and make camp. I don't want to travel anymore. Let's take a look at it in the morning.
Makes an observation as you are limp, exhausted from the mouth of this tree, that at home in Mendelin, where she's from, and she's sure it's the same in South Warren, that dungeon delving, treasure hunting, ruins chasing, like these are excursions that are dangerous, but there's a lot of wealth and prestige to be had. Whereas in this land, it seems like you're doing all of the same dungeon delving, all of the same dangers, but the only treasure to be had is your survival.
Trieste, I don't want to be reminded.
This reminds me that he goes, yeah, it's almost like there's some almost omniscient being looking down on us and who's just very upset that he kept rolling ones.
She wonders how many of the upper crust, the noble ruins chasers that she's known in her life and that you've known in yours, and Brennanine, who made a game of it, how many of them would actually be able to survive the lifestyle that you're now living, where you have to buy a day, a week, one more night in this world at the end of the dungeon.
None of them. That's why we're still here.
We have to take the wins where we can, honestly. Otherwise, we just give into despair.
And you guys are going to camp about a few hundred feet away from the tree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get I'll let somebody in the group make me a perception check. You can make this at advantage because you have assistance from the rest of your group.
Perception for me.
Let me make it.
Yep.
I think I've got the highest.
If this were a tool check, it'd be a +10.
You want to build a spyglass? This is a perception of 13.
Heading back, I'm assuming you guys, when you say a couple 100 feet away from the clearing, you're heading back in the direction of the cart. Is that correct? Or what?
Yes.
The cart's not there. You had sent your retainers back with the cart. Is that right?
Yes, that's correct.
The way you found the great tree by following the red thorny vines. You don't see any heading back. No more choked out bushes or rocks.
Did we do it?
Oh, God, I was hoping to figure that out during the day. That sounds better. Like I said, I'm sure this would fix it.
Well, it doesn't feel like we did anything. We didn't defeat the king.
Victor's final words are, "Did we do it?" And then he just passes out for the night.
I mean, we drove his consciousness out from that room. We probably made a terrible enemy of him for life.
I don't know about the rest of you, but I will come back one day and I will burn this tree in fire and acid.
I mean, if we're lucky, maybe in 100 years he won't even remember our names. King Rand. Lord Rand.
It's a tree made of skulls. It's obviously evil.
Let me roll for random encounters.
We walked back out of this damn place.
Let me roll for changes in weather.
He's just being a dick now.
Go ahead and take the benefits of the long rests. As part of your long rests, you can reduce your level of exhaustion by 1.
I forget, you can't use the hit die you get back at the end of a long rest during a long rest. So I still don't have any hit die.
Getting hit dice back is the very last thing that happens.
But our full casters do get their spell slots back, which is nice.
All right, I'm going to go dark for a minute while I add up a whole bunch of experience points for you. If you want to start thinking about some blips, I'll be back in just a moment.
Who's the most creative today?
I like the shadow step to get out of the hole.
Yeah, I was going to say you getting out of the hole.
Yeah, that was good.
Because you're the only one of us who could have I'm not going to say you're not the only one who could reasonably have made that, because obviously Victor made it too. But you're the one of us that could have made it the easiest.
I was going to give Edmont intangible for failing to climb over and over and over again.
I did spend 4 blips.
You can give that to him for hurting his tailbone. So creative, who's the badass?
I want to give Victor badass for climbing up the wall after Edmund couldn't pull the rope.
I want to give it to Destil for going. Nah.
I want to give Destil the blip for furthering the campaign for attacking the dude.
I was gonna give him. That was badass for that.
I mean, you could take it for furthering the campaign for climbing the wall, because we'd still be down there.
Yeah.
And so we're gonna give it that badass or party goals.
I think that was more badass.
And party goals are Victor for fishing for information from the oldest, because I'm going to be generous and say that's what you were doing, and that you were never thinking about siding with the obviously evil tree.
No,
with X death
to get us out.
Yeah, I just realized. Yeah, we just got fucked with by X death.
All right, who wants some experience points?
I do.
Was this X death? Did we just run into X death?
No, this was a competent villain.
He just ran after he got bored of being the tree god.
I mean, we're about as competent as the Final Fantasy V party, so
We're a little more competent than them. Come on. They're really, 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 really bad.
There's only one scene in that entire game where somebody free climbs up a cliff, and they do it the first try.
I was about to say,
Ferris did it.
They don't have to make dice rolls.
They have cutscene power.
I'm pretty sure Forrest just makes her dice rolls when they come up.
Yeah, I don't.
Forrest didn't dump strength.
Yeah. Forrest is a goddamn pirate.
She is the strongest character, isn't she? She has the best bonus to strength.
No, that's Bart's. She has
Bart's is the highest.
Oh, she has agility. Yeah. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, hers is agility.
And then Lena
All right,
is
so
magic, I think, or spirit.
for a whole bunch of the mud bastards, and oh, you know what? I didn't give you all your experience points. My apologies.
How much experience was the pit worth?
0.
I didn't feel like 0.
You know, some DMs do give experience for overcoming traps.
Do they?
Yes, that's a very common thing.
I wonder what that's like.
I don't know. Wanted to find
I
out.
might just link to this damn pod on.
How many
RPG
DMs
horror
give you a whole
stories.
bunch of blips for having the most creative solution, etc.?
I might just put this whole story on RPG horror stories.
DM takes revenge because he kept rolling like shit by making us climb 100-foot hole.
I mean, I would have made you do the shafts anyway.
So was there another way I was climbing up the shaft the only way out?
So sometimes I put trials in dungeons like this with no clear solution, just to make the players force their way through it. That was I didn't have a. You guys didn't miss anything with this shaft. There wasn't a secret ladder or anything to find. It's just.
Hey, good.
Sometimes there's a 100-foot hole that you have to go down and then go back up. What's your solution for that? Well,
Gonna fail a bunch of dice rolls, obviously.
Yeah, Bricker contrived out the can't just leave a rope hanging to get up and out.
Tank the fall damage with a protector turret and just keep trying until we pass.
No hidden passage under the chair.
Nope, no hidden passage, no nothing.
Wouldn't even let me use my help.
So yeah, for the 10 mud bastards that you killed, and then the 2 Jiangshi, plus
Neat.
the
That's
little
what those were.
the little bit that the Lich Lord wanted to fight you. Everybody walks off with 1,164 experience. That's 1164. Yeah, the Jiangshi, they're in the Van Richten's guide, and they're CR9 monsters, but I nerfed them quite a bit. I reduced their attacks by a lot. So I toned them down to CR7 monsters. And then we didn't get any ads in the fight, so...
Now I'm just picturing Shenko from Darkstalkers fighting us down there.
Although last time I had a fight where I rolled some number of ads every single round, you guys, it was on that pirate ship with those skeletons crawling through your bonfire.
It would have been the same thing with the spirits. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they would have spawned and was like, oh yeah, they take. Yeah.
Well, my thought was that this is a very I counted the squares in this room. The two Jiangshi, 7 of you guys. I figured you'd have probably 3 standing in this hallway. I figured Evie, Trieste, and Victor would probably be in the back here. And I thought that I wouldn't have to balance the fight around Victor's super attack because he would waste it against a target that couldn't be hit, which he did.
Of course.
But yeah, there was a D4 -1 ads. We're supposed to climb out of the walls every round on White's turn, and I just rolled 0.
You just kept rolling ones, huh? I'm sorry.
That was my version of
bad.
the 100-foot shaft that I couldn't get up.
No, it wasn't.
So this dungeon didn't really reflect well on any of this, if we're being honest. Who wants to
Okay,
make
we'll have a
case
good
for some
story in the
blips?
future.
What's a blip
I'll go.
worth right now?
We're level 7, yes?
Yeah.
Blips are currently worth 366.
What level do they start going down?
They go down once.
It's 11 or something.
It's pretty high up there, yeah. Yeah, level 10 to 11 they go down.
Yeah.
So I guess Victor will make case for blips.
What does Victor have for me?
Yeah.
So for the ideal of seek the truth no matter the cost, that was lighting a torch to try and get a better view of the tunnel, which fired everything.
Okay.
For alignment of the ends justify the means, that was going up and talking to the Tree King, trying to do some sort of negotiation.
I thought Victor was doing a great job at negotiation before Ekon ruined everything.
He was trying. And so the flaw would be values knowledge over people. That would be starting to give consideration to the king's offer.
Well, that would be values knowledge over corpses, surely.
He just wanted to bury corpses. Nothing weird about that.
Okay.
All right, who's next?
I'll go.
Edmont.
I have my alignment, lawful neutral, take everything you can, give nothing back, for taking everything you could and giving nothing back. With
Wait.
that treasure box.
Are you guys disappointed that the treasure box wasn't a mimic?
We're disappointed it was empty.
Oh.
Disappointed it was a dark powers check.
Disappointed for a lot of reasons.
I have my ideal life as my canvas, and I'll make my mark on it. Last thing he says before he goes to sleep that night is, so we're all in agreement we're embellishing the hell out of this story, right? Right, guys?
We never speak of this again.
Jeannie, when you're writing the history of this, you leave this adventure out.
And then I have my flaw, fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on you. I don't think I need to elaborate why.
Is it because you kept dropping into the hole over and over again?
Yes,
Okay.
That's exactly correct.
Because I enjoyed that part. I'm glad that happened.
That's all I got.
All right,
I can go.
Genie.
For my alignment, count it good. When in doubt, go with your gut. For we're in a wood dungeon, and yeah, for setting this off in here over them with my turret.
Okay.
I was perfectly safe.
Yeah, blowing up the room worked out well for you.
Yeah.
I do know that in most D&D parties that I've seen, players will typically ask for permission to set off an AoE if they're going to catch players in the blast. I noticed you didn't do that.
So
Have I ever?
Victor was actually going to light a torch and set it on under the dude that was sitting in the chair, knowing fully well it was going to blow everything up, but he didn't have to.
So what happened is Evie, the ostensible leader of the party, told her not to do it, and she did it anyway.
Of course, because you're Ruby.
Is Evie really the leader of the party?
No, it's clear she's not. She has no control over these guys at all.
Genie, what else
This
do
is
you have for me?
This is what Ruby's life was like every day.
I'm ideal practical solutions to impractical problems. We gotta get up this 100-foot hole. We take damage when we go, so let's just summon a protector turret and just tank the fall damage.
Imagine if you had channeled that magical energy into a levitate spell or feather fall.
I didn't have any second level spell slots. I only get 2.
Or
I use
boots
them
of flying or something. I
don't get that till level 10.
Oh no. Anything else?
My flaw, don't worry about it. It was just a setback. For I messed up somewhere. I was going to use that for the fireball. Then what was I going to do? Yeah, it's fine. We'll just skip that one.
Okay.
And then the video.
And who's next?
Evie can go.
What's Evie got for me?
Alignment, you mess with my family, you mess with me for digging Edmont out even after he told her not to. Her ideal, I must become a leader others can believe in for refusing to let the oldest talk down to her. And her flaw, no one understands for these guys keep defying her orders and blowing things up.
We are. I think it's a family trait at this point, right? None of us listen very well.
I didn't cast Fireball. I want credit for that.
No,
I was waiting for it.
Ekon was a good boy.
Yeah,
That room is way too cramped for a Fireball. It would have gotten all of us.
Or a flaming sphere.
It's the perfect room for spirit guardians, though.
Yeah, Evie wasn't gonna accept that guy's deal. So
And what does Ekon have for me?
So I've got Flaw. I'm sure there has to be something good over the next hill for being sure that everything we've done here has obviously solved the vine problem. And I've got Lawful Good, the Shining Words of Error, lay down a solve for not casting Fireball. No, it's for telling the eldest that they would not be consuming the souls of Air's then summoning souls of followers to incinerate them.
Is that it?
And initiative.
Who had the most creative solution to a problem?
Edmont for Shadow stepping out of the hole.
Yeah. He's probably not the only one that could have made it up there. In fact, like I said, Victor did, but he definitely had the easiest time.
It's like, what level is it that Edmont can just like walk up walls?
Like you say the easiest time, but how many times did he fail?
It was a couple.
Who did the most to further the party's goals?
That was that Victor?
I think we said that maybe Victor for trying to have a discussion.
Well, for negotiating with terrorists.
And who was the badass?
Ekon.
Ekon for just saying fuck it.
For not negotiating with terrorists.
And one for intangibles.
I want to give that to Saul for almost getting us killed by a witch ward for continually insulting him.
I'm okay with giving Evie a pity blip for nobody listening to her.
See, I was going to suggest intangible for me using the word of command to get help.
No, it's pity. It's a pity blip.
But you guys are okay.
And Ekon has our poll for the week. All right. So Edmont, you had 2 and earned 4. Who do you want to come in next week with 6?
Yeah.
Ekon had 6 and earned 5, so you have to roll over at least 5.
Yeah, I gotta do some math. I'll let you know. What's level 8?
Character advancement. Hold on.
3,400.
Okay, yeah. No, I'm cashing them all in. Or I'm keeping 6, cashing in the 5.
Okay. Evie, you have 6 and earned 4, so you're rolling over at least 4.
Yeah, I'm going to roll over 4.
Jeannie had 6 and earned 3. You're rolling over at least 3.
Yeah.
And Victor had 4 and earned 4. Do you want to come in next week with 6?
Yeah, please.
Okay, then you're rolling over 2.
So to answer the question that was asked earlier about when I'm able to run up walls, that's 9th level. So 10th level effectively for the characters.
I can't wait. At 9th level, I can throw daggers and teleport to them, which is almost as good.
Oh, Noctis. Sweet.
Where is... I thought I had your town map saved. Alright, so suffice it to say, after you guys take the benefits of that long rest, you can reduce your exhaustion by 1 level, and then you are heading back to the village victorious, question mark.
Yeah.
Do you want me to make a version of the map that has no vines? Should I do that, or should I not do that?
just don't worry about it until we get like wait until we get told that we have enough stars of destiny to where like the map change, like the castle changes.
Yeah, you got to meet the elevator guy first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, thanks for playing. See everybody next week.
Yep.
Bye.
Later next week.